Well then, here we are, back again with the Sebo Professional G1. Now before I start this review, I just want to say thanks to everyone that's subscribed, and I'm about 820 now, I think, or thereabouts anyway. It seems to be there's a lot more vacuum cleaner crazy people out there than there is anything else, because my vacuum cleaner videos get a lot more comments and views and likes than any of my other videos, but there you go. I was thinking about starting up a channel purely for vacuum cleaners and other cleaning stuff, but I think I'll put that on hold for now, because I'm not really about vacuum cleaners. I'm more about other stuff, you know, fanning about and cars and cold starts, but I do like the odd vacuum cleaner. But anyway, I've been asked to do a review of this and what I think of it, because as you would have seen, I hope, if you haven't, go back and have a look. I've done an unboxing video of this Sebo, and I am very, very pleased and happy with it. It's very well built and sturdy machine. I like it a lot, man. It's a very interesting machine. You know, I'm used to Dysons, really. I only really have Dysons, because, well, that's all I could be bothered to buy, to be honest with you. But there you go. So this is obviously, as you can see, made in Germany. Everybody likes Germany. Well, I certainly like Germany anyway, because Germany is a great country, and if any of you lot are from Germany, well done. Well done indeed. So I thought to myself, this seems like a good vacuum cleaner to buy, because it's got the old manual height adjustment there from 1, 2, 3 and 4, and it does go back round to 1, but I don't like to do that. I like to go back all the way back to 1 like that. Now, some people are lazy and they like everything to be done for them. Which is fair enough if you're lazy, you know, and they want the electronic height adjustments, which I believe the X4 and the X5 and probably other models have. But me personally, I like to be in control, so it was only this model for me, I'm afraid, with the manual control. But I just leave it on 1 anyway. But I like to know that it ain't going to move up and down by itself, you know. I put it on 1 and it stays on 1. There we go. Also, it's extremely easy to maintain your brush roll. You just push that button. You do need the 2 hands, but you just push the button, pull the little cap off, and then you just pull the brush out. And it's very, very simple, and I like that design. That's a very nice design, and it's also very simple. On here you've got a bag full, or a clog indicator, which comes up red, and you've got a check brush indicator, and that's not nail varnish on my fingers, by the way. Last night at work I was painting fence posts with red paint, so there we go. But yes, you've got a check brush indicator, or bag full clog indicator, which is, well, I like basic and I like bland, and the colour scheme is bland and it's basic, so this suits me down to the ground. Lovely. Plus it claims to be anti-allergy, hospital grade, S-class filtration. Well, we'll see about that. I don't know yet. I have noticed it doesn't seem to put out very much dust, you know. As I've been using this vacuum cleaner, there's not really much dust I've noticed around the home, you know, landing on things. So I don't think it really sort of shoots out dust everywhere. Whoop, bit of a jump cut. There was someone at the door. Those pesky Jehovah's Witnesses. Get a lot of them around here, pesky people. Anyway, so yeah, there's not a lot of dust. Now, one disadvantage that I did notice with this particular model is that you do not get a dusting brush. I like the old dusting brush, but you don't get one with this. Now, my reckoning is it's because this particular model of vacuum cleaner is aimed and designed for commercial use. So in offices and hotels, probably more towards the hotel sector of things, and where they have a time limit which they've got to be in their room, they've got to clean it, make the bed and do all the other rubbish in a time limit, and they've got to do so many rooms, haven't they, in, you know, the cleaners. So they're not going to be fannying about, taking off the hose, putting on a dusting brush and going around dusting things with a dusting brush. They just want to get in, vacuum clean, probably use the crevice tool to go around the edges of the room, and then that's all they do. And they might use that, I don't know. And then they just go around with a duster probably, or a microfiber cloth, and pick up the dust for all the fixtures and fittings like that. So that's probably why there's no dusting brush. That's my reckoning anyway. But it's not a problem because you can buy them separately. For those of you that are sitting there shouting at your screens, you can buy them separately. Well, I know you can, and I've bought one and it's in the post. And that's coming from Germany as well. But never mind. So yeah, very, very good though. I do like it. The crevice tool you get is very long. It's a nice crevice tool. I do use it to go down the side of the sofas and around the skirting boards, and plus I like to use this for the sofas. And you know, some people might complain about that brush. Well, look, there's a bit of dust come off of it. See, it shows you I do use it. Some people might complain about this. Oh look, there's some fibres in there. Told you I used it. They might complain about a brush, but I think it does the job. Especially on my sofa. That's a strange material, don't know what it's called, but it does pick up hairs and stuff, and they get caught in there, and you just have to pick them off, and there you go. That's a very handy tool. I like that a lot. So yes, this is a nice little feature as well. We push that down, and it that's what makes it come back. One thing that I do find very satisfying about this particular vacuum cleaner, like I said, it's very well made and sturdy. You know, everything just feels quality. Yeah, everything feels quality. And bearing in mind, you can buy some vacuum cleaners, Dysons and other ones, for more money or the same price or more money than this cost, and they feel a lot cheaper. The plastic feels cheaper and it ain't as good. This feels proper quality. And there's the bag. It's still this original one that came in it, and I don't know how long I've had this now. I've probably had this about 3 weeks now, I would have thought. And this same bag, and I've used it every day, and it's not even nowhere near full yet. It's not even a quarter full probably. So you know, I'm pleased with that, and it does do a good job. And that's the another filter there. Sebo S-Class filtration. This, like I said, the whole thing just feels so sturdy. It doesn't clip into place, you know, you have to put it there and then you put that handle back down again, and that locks it into place. But I love that. That is great design, I think, and yeah, it just feels quality. It really does feel quality. The wheels are quality. Everything's quality, man. I love it. Now, the only thing that I am not so sure on yet. Now, some of you lot are probably going to have a reason for this, and I don't know what it might be. I reckon, this is my reckoning, it's because it's bagged, right? But what it is, I'm comparing, because I have a Dyson DC40 that I use as well. I just chop it, you know, I like a change. Some days I'll use the Sebo, some days I'll use the Dyson, whatever. But the suction on the Dyson seems to be a lot stronger than the suction on this Sebo. And I reckon, personally, it's because the Dyson is a bagless vacuum cleaner and this is bagged. And personally, I reckon any bagged vacuum doesn't have anywhere near as strong a suction as bagless, because obviously you've got the bag in the way. But, you know, some of you will have your opinions, and some of you will, you know, whatever, might have the reason or whatever, but the suction on this isn't as strong as the Dyson. That's a fact. I know that for a fact. And when I first got this, I thought to myself, oh, maybe I haven't clipped something in, maybe there's a suction leak somewhere. So I took it all apart again, put it back together, put the bag back in again properly, made sure all the filters were in properly, made sure that pipe was in properly, You know, and it does have very good suction. Don't get me wrong, the suction is very, very good, and it sucks everything up off the floor, no problems. And when you're vacuuming, you see the carpet, when you come on your backstroke, you see the carpet being slightly lifted up. So it does have very good suction, but it's not as strong as the Dyson, and that is for sure. Especially on the pipe and on the cleaning head, you do notice it. But other than that, it's a very, very good vacuum cleaner, and I'm very, very pleased. The thumb operated on and off switch is very handy. I've decided against, if you watched my unboxing video, you would have seen that I was going to put a plug on the end of it, but I've decided against it now, and I've kept the original German plug on there, and I've just used one of my black ones because I don't like white. I've got using one of my black adapters, and I just leave it on there. The reason I was going to put a plug on it was because I don't know, I just plug it in then, can't I? But I thought to myself, what am I doing? I must just leave that on the end of it. No reason why I can't leave it on the end, so that's what I've done. Because I've got loads of them anyway. I have a lot of German appliances in the house that all have the German 2-pin European plugs. And all I do is just put them on it. Some of them I cut the plugs off and put a 3-pin plug on, but most of them I've got them adapters on. But yeah, there we go, my friends. I've been using it nearly every day for some time now, and I think it's a lovely, lovely machine. I really can't really fault it in any way particularly, apart from maybe the suction could be a little bit stronger in my opinion, but there we go. I think it's a great machine, and if you're going to get one, if you're thinking about getting a Sebo, I recommend this, to be honest with you. You might have to get it shipped over from Germany, because I couldn't find anywhere in the UK or any other country that sells these, apart from in America. They're called the Essential G1, I believe, and they're in a like teal blue colour. That did not tickle me fancy one bit, because that's, well, I don't like that colour. I like bland. So we got the like a dark grey and the I don't know, what would you call that? Cream? It's a creamy colour, isn't it? Is it cream? I suppose it is a cream. I don't know, man. But anyway, you got them colours, and they're the ones I prefer. So I had to ship it in from Germany, but it only took about 2 days to get here from Germany, and it was all good and dandy, man. So definitely recommend it. It's a very good vacuum cleaner. One thing, by the way, I did notice, it is very, very, very quiet compared to the Dyson I have, or any Dyson, or any vacuum cleaner I've ever had. This is very, very, very quiet compared, which is obviously a good thing, you know. All it has is just like a low humming sound, which is nice. Yeah, the Dysons I always find Dysons, they're very loud, high pitched sounds, whereas this is low pitched hum, this Sebo. But like I said, it just oozes quality, man. It really does. Germans are quality. I like Germans. Go out and buy one, friends. You know you want to. Just go and buy one.